Just moving the washing basket out of the way. You don't want to see that. Oh, do you want to see my cleavage? Sorry. No one's here yet anyway. Right, let's turn the light on. Too bright. Right, so I'm late to the live, but there's no one here. So let's just do skincare. So, as usual, I'm just going in with a Primark PS and Perfect. No, PS Prep and Perfect Vitamin Enriched Moisturising Primer. It's nearly all gone now, so I need to make the decision whether I'm going to get a new one, because it's really, really inexpensive. Think about £4. What's the price on here? £4.50. And you're getting 45ml. But if you don't like a rich moisturiser, you don't like the Charlotte Tilbury one, if you don't like that kind of moisturiser, you're not going to like it. I mean, I do. I love a good moisturising cream. You know, it would be alright if I could actually get on YouTube when I said 4. It's like nearly past now. And I'm probably going to end up talking to myself most of this live, but it is what it is, right? So let's just wait for that to dry down. Right, I was going to say sorry about that, but there's still no one here, so I think what I'm going to do now, this is part of skincare. So I'm going to put the Essence Hydro Hero stick just on my under eyes. It's so good, guys. Can't recommend this enough. I look so tired today. I've not slept well. And the post office, not the post office, the postwoman woke me up. And it wasn't even early. I thought it was like 10 o'clock in the morning, but it was afternoon when she woke me up, and it's like I should have been up already. So that was quite embarrassing. So yeah, I mean, I'll show you what I got. And for anyone that comes in later, I'll show them as well. I got this today. So it's the new Cosmic Brushes Delicious Delights. I want to say summer delights. I'm sure I've said that to some people, and it is beautiful. But I was thinking about selling it on Depop just because I don't know what's going on with me at the moment. Makeup, I'm feeling a bit blah about. I've gone through a few things. You all know what's going on with the health, and then it seems to be one thing after another breaking. So, my money has to go elsewhere. So I think that's all it is. I don't think I'm going to be quitting YouTube anytime soon, or anything like that. But I'm just kind of, I'm not feeling makeup, and I think that's why I say I'm going live at one point and then I come live a little bit later, because it's kind of like I've really got to psych myself up to do it. Anywho, now I want to go in with this Hello Good Stuff Essence Glow Serum Primer. This is really, really good as well, and it's a dupe for the really high-end one, that Glow Serum. What's the brand? I always get mixed up with this brand, but when I first tried this on, I couldn't remember the other higher-end brand that's a dupe for. And I've tried that as well in a little sample. Let's just put it on the hands. I've tried that in a little sample, and they're both identical. So I think this Essence one, is about £3.50, £4. It's not expensive at all, and it just gives you that really, really nice dewy look. So again, we need to wait for that to dry. Yes, it just says it's a hydrating and smoothing base with watermelon water and niacinamide, 93% natural ingredients. There it is, it's focusing now. So I can put that to the side, and then once this is dried down a little bit, I like to go in with the Ordinary. This is nearly done. I feel like I didn't get that much to begin with in this. I feel like it was only like halfway. So this is the Ordinary High Adherent Silicone Primer, and I just normally put that in the T-zone. But I am breaking out like crazy. Can you see these little, I don't even think the spots, I don't know what they are. If you know anything about skin, let me know what that is. Then I've got a spot here, and one looks like it's forming here as well. So yeah. And the person I was just messaging then, that if you're watching this back and you're like wondering who I'm messaging while my Primark skincare was kind of like settling down, it was for a job. I've got a job interview on Wednesday. It's just a quick telephone call, and then they'll probably, so it's kind of informal. job interview, a 10-minute informal chat. She's probably going to be asking me things like, what have I been doing? Like, there's gaps in my CV, which I know she'll ask anyway, and I'm fine with it, you know, because I've been caring for my mum. So I'll tell her all that. I'll tell her that I've also actually been doing like online courses. Like, I've not been sat idle really, and I've just been looking for work. So yeah, I'll probably have to go through all that. She'll tell me more about the job, and if it's something that I would want to go for. I mean, it sounds promising. She sounds like she likes the look of my CV anyway. Maybe she just wants to know how I speak on the telephone, because it is a call centre job. So yeah, we'll see. Because I mean, you've got to be confident working in a call centre. You know, you've got to be confident in picking up the phone, dealing with complaints, things like that, which I am. But I've been out of that kind of environment for so long, at least a good 4 or 5 years, because that's how long I was taking care of my mum. So yeah, I just thought I'd inform you of what's coming up. So I'm not too sure if I'll be able to do a live on Wednesday, because normally do I normally do lives on Wednesday? I can't remember. Sometimes I do, don't I? Let's put some of this on. So maybe I'll just do one on Saturday. I'm going to need to get a silicone primer again soon as well. I don't know if I want to get the e.l.f. one, because I know it's a gripping primer, but people are saying it's sticky, and I don't know if I'd like it. Yeah, so in regards to this job, they sent me an email on Thursday. I didn't see it because I don't always log on to Indeed. That's where I find my jobs. So they sent me an email Thursday, and they told me the salary, they told me the hours, and they said, is that all good to you? And I said yes. The salary is quite good, to be honest, for the small town that I live in anyway. That kind of salary you only get in Manchester. So yeah, hopefully it will all go well and they'll give me a start date. But if not, I need a mirror. If not, I'm applying for everything. Just want to work. Get some savings behind me. And that's good. So that primer needs to dry underneath my eyes now. And then I can go in with this Glossier Stretch Concealer. It's in the shade G12. I don't really use it as a concealer. I use it more as a colour corrector, because it's, let me show you, it's quite peach leaning, so it will brighten the eye area, which I need at the moment, because look at that dark circle there. So let me just get a drink and then we'll put some of that on. So I just normally go in with a ring finger, but you can use a brush. I need to get that mirror though. They do a dupe for this. If you live in the UK, they do a dupe for it, a collection one. And also on Makeup Revolution, I've got one out. But the Makeup Revolution one, I want to say, is about £10. And the collection one's about £5. So I might try the collection one once I've used this one up. But at the moment, I'm on a no buy. Need to buy stupid tumble dryer. Well, it's not stupid, it's just mine's broken, and UK weather and all that. I'll definitely need one for September, October, so I need to save up for that. Right, for like foundation, I want to use this. So this is the Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream, SPF 42. I've had it that long though, I don't think the SPF would work in it now. Let's get the mirror while no one's here. People are probably out in the gardens in the UK making the most of the sun. Get that sponge. Right, so I'm just going to put some of this Boots Glow like brightening mist on the sponge. It's pretty damp, but put some on the face as well. Oh, and then I think I'll just put some of this on the sponge rather than going like that because it drips all over the place. It's a really good BB cream, this. I would highly recommend it if you don't already have it. I mean, it says it's a BB cream, and it is, but it's more like foundation. People keep popping in and out. And you can say hello when you come to the live. I'm not going to bite. It would be actually nice chatting to someone because I just feel like I'm filming, which I am, obviously. But I could actually be doing this by myself with my camera. But what I like about lives, no editing. I mean, some people do edit them like afterwards, but I just don't do that. Get a bit on the forehead. So this is my Project Pan foundation. Just want to get it finished off, and then I'll go and use one of the older foundations that I've got in my collection. It's looking quite glowy. Might have to turn the light up in a minute because it's looking a bit dark. Right, so now then, I'm going to go in with the Body Collection concealer. What shade is this? Light. And this is like a peach shade as well. This is nearly coming to the end of its shelf life. I wouldn't buy this again. I wasn't exactly thrilled with it. Elf do a brightening concealer in a clicker like that. Can't get it out now. So they do one like this in a clicker. It's like in a cream packaging. I want to get that one, I think, at some point. So yeah, I think I'm going to have quite a few job opportunities coming up at the moment. I'm getting a lot of jobs in the care industry message me. I just don't want to do it. I've done it before. I've tried it before. I worked for a company and they sent me to these clients, and it was just hard, really, really hard. I've got a lot of time for people who work in care, but for me personally, I just couldn't. I mean, I know why they're doing it, because I've taken care of my own mum for 5 years, but it's different. Taking care of family is different than taking care of a stranger. So I get why they think I'd be a good fit for their company, but I should just take that from off Indeed and tell these companies not to contact me. Right, so let me show you. I've got this number 7 translucent perfect light loose powder. I was using the Laura Mercier one, just a little sample size, but I've used all that up now, so that's an empty. This one's really good for the under eye area. So where's the brush? Yeah, I'll use that one. Okay, so we're using, I'm not even sure, but I think Sigma have a sister company and they made this brush. So let's go in with this. And I don't really like to put a lot of powder on. I just tend to do the T-zone because I like to stay glowy in the cheeks. And I do these lines here because sometimes it helps powdering them. Just need a bit more for the forehead. Normally I use a bigger brush than this, but never mind. Right. And I don't think I've taken a bronzer out. I'm almost sure I haven't. Maybe use that brush. Right, so I'm going to be using this palette here, but only for the bronzer. I'll show you what it looks like. So this here, this bronzer, that blush is really, really pretty, and the highlighter is quite pretty. It's a little bit dark, but I use it for the bronzer. The bronzer's really, really light, so it doesn't look orange on me at all. Just kind of going natural on the face because the eyes are going to be really, really bold, and I don't want anything to take away from this eye look that I'm going to do. It's going to be a So I've not long done my eyeshadow palette declutter. It's not on the channel yet and probably won't be on for another week or so. So I did just like normal palettes, smaller palettes. So I did eyeshadow palettes like from the drawers and like just from here where I've got some other ones. which if you've watched my Shop My Stash video, you would have seen that before, where I hold them. And then I've got smaller palettes and singles. They've gone in a separate video. Liquids have gone in a separate video as well. What else? Colourpop singles have gone in a separate video. So there's going to be a lot of content coming up in the kind of form of declutters. I just didn't want my eyeshadow palette video to be long. I mean, I think it's 1 hour and 45 minutes anyway. Because I've got so many. I love this. Love it. So you can see it's just not orange at all, is it? This one won't be going anywhere. I'm pulling things out at the moment that kind of on the chopping block. And then what I tend to do is go in again with this powder or a powder like it. And that same brush. And then, where's the mirror? Just kind of like go in here to contour it. And if I've gone in a bit too much with it, I'm like trying to diffuse it a little bit. I think people only want to see the eyeshadow look, and that's why they keep going in and out. But I like to do a get ready with me. It does state that this is a get ready with me. It doesn't just say an eyeshadow tutorial, because that's not what I kind of do my lives. I'll do a full face. Do you guys not like that? Watching later, or right now, have I finished with all that? Let me see. I think so. Yeah, that's just all base products. So let's remove those. And then got my eyeshadow palettes, blushers. So I want to use 2 blushers. So I've got this Beauty Bay one that Karen bought for me. So that's in the shade Coral. I think that'll be really, really pretty for this time of year. And then this one over the top, because it's got like sparkles in it. So this is NARS Orgasm. And it's Project Pan. So yeah, I want to use both of those. I'm going to use this Japanese like contour. No, it's not. It's Joe and Joe. I'm going to use this. And let's see how it looks, because I've never used this combination before. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Jen, hi. You're joining me again. I thought I'd be alone. How are you? Right, so all I've done is I've put this blush on in the shade Coral from Beauty Bay. It's lovely. Love it. I'm going to go in with this NARS Orgasm one over the top just to give it some shimmer. So yeah, let's do that. You having a coffee? Is it early? Last time I did a live, it was early there. I can't keep track of international time. I'm so bad at it. Right, where's my sponge? Feel like it's looking a bit much. 8:40. That's early. I'd still be in bed. What was I going to do last time? I know that there was the date, but I want to say it was, I don't know, because I've said, obviously I was going out on that date and I gave him the second chance, but he also blew the second chance, so I wasn't giving him a third chance. I'm almost sure I told you about that last time. And I said that I was going to go to my mum's instead and we were going to share a bottle of wine, I think. And that's what I did on Saturday. Yeah, that looks nice. A bit beaming. I don't even think I need highlighter. It's looking that glowy. But this is me we're talking about. Highlighter is a must. It's an essential. Highlighter, which one did I pull? Oh, it's here. I'm going to use this one. This is Project Pan as well. MAC Soft and Gentle. So old. I shouldn't even be using it. Oh, that's really, really nice. Did she have a nice birthday? You know what? It's getting dark. No wonder the light's not on. I'm like, why is it so dark? Because I've only got my ring light on. I'm getting sick of these headaches I'm getting though. I just want my appointment to come through now. See the damn ENT. 78. My mum's 73. She's having a few health issues at the moment, but hopefully, she went for an x-ray last week. Hopefully they'll be able to do something about that because she's having trouble walking. And she's very independent for her age. Hi, Amy. She's very independent for her age. She goes out all over the place, but she's not been able to go out now for, I want to say, about 4 or 5 weeks. And it's getting to her. I can see it getting to her. And you know what it's like when you love someone. It hurts you as well. So, yeah, I'm feeling it a bit. Right, I think we're done there. I've got everything on, all the base products. So I don't need them brushes anymore, I don't think. Right. Do you know what I need? I need my eyeshadow colour switch. Where is it? Could be anywhere at this point. Right, I need something. Because some of these brushes, I've got stuff on them. But let's do my eyeshadow base first. hopefully it will all turn out for the best and we'll both be okay. I'll have to go to the ENT again soon. Well, I say soon, I've been waiting weeks at this point, 6 weeks. But that's not the ENT's fault, it's the radiographer's fault. And they're all going on strike here, so could be waiting even longer. Don't know why I'm looking there when I can quite clearly look in this mirror. A little bit goes a long way, that's for sure with this. I need to clean my fingers off. I'm just trying to figure out what to do now because I can't find my colour switch. Is it in here? Oh, what I can do is use this microfiber towel. So we'll do that for the brushes, but I need to wash them. It's ridiculous. Anyone else just hate washing brushes? Oh, really? Wow. That must be really, really difficult. You're not working in a month. Sucks. Yeah, and the NHS are good for the most part here. We're really lucky to have it. But I think it's going to get to the point where the NHS is going to go private because they're just not happy with the salaries that they're getting, which is fair enough. The nurses barely get anything. And the increase that they gave them was really, really poor. It was worse than like just an average person would get. And that's why they're striking in the first place. But doctors are striking, radiographers are thinking about going on strike, consultants are striking, and it's like, right, so how are patients meant to get seen then? Oh, let me just get this. It's just, like I said to my mum, no, it's just, it wouldn't be so bad if I could see what was going on. It's up my nose, for goodness sake. You can't see what's going on up your nose. How are your video ideas coming along, Jen? I know that you had some trouble. Was it with your last video? Still haven't gone to watch that yet. I will though. Have you never thought about doing lives? Right, that brush. Just want to make sure all the colour's off it. Because this is a really good brush, like, to pack on colour. I know it's got like a little bit of purple, but I'm going to use this side where it's kind of more orange leaning, and that's the shade that I want to use today, orange. So I'm going in. It froze for a minute then. So I'm going in with the Juvia's Plate Zulu palette. You like my top? Thank you. It's one of those, you'll know about them, Jen. those viral bodysuits. Show you one of the packs. So one of those. Have you seen them on TikTok, Jen? They suck you in so good. But if you've got big cleavage, the girls come out sometimes. Oh, that sounds like a really good idea. I don't keep up with the drama. Colleen Ballinger, I've kept up with her. Well, not kept up with her. I saw a video on her. Do you know who I mean? Because I feel like if you spoke about her, that would get some views. Because they're really, really coming in for her hard. And I don't know enough about the drama of it all to kind of have an opinion on it. I mean, I know what they're saying. Oh, I need a tissue. Hang on. And don't mind everything on my bed. Oh, right, I'm back. Right, so what I was saying is, yeah, they're coming for her quite hard, but I mean, she's a really known celebrity, so they will do. I don't know if what they're saying is true. There must be some element of truth around it for them to say it, but I wouldn't like to be her. Have you done a live? I've never seen it. Like prior to me doing lives this year, I'd done one live, and that was nearly 2 years ago when I was going on a date. I did some, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. I did some date makeup, and I'd only done that, and it didn't get many views, which is fine because I'd never done one before. Yeah, lives do take quite a bit of getting used to, I think, and you've got to kind of put yourself in the situation like, well, what if no one comes to the live? I'm not bothered because I film that much, like 3 times a week in front of my camera. Sometimes it's nice just to set up your laptop. I've got an external HD camera as well, and then just talk. If you're a chatterbox like me, they're all right. Now, all I'm doing is stamping this orange on. I'm not even showing you, am I, this orange here? So yeah. And then I'm taking it into the crease. So I heard somebody say that kind of lives are the new way to get noticed. But I don't know. I think the algorithm just chooses who's to push out there. Obviously, if people are coming and watching, not just lives, anything, then they're going to push it out even more. It's about, I think it's kind of a popularity contest, YouTube. You know, all these like social media apps are, it's kind of like if your face fits. And let's not forget, the beauty industry, the makeup industry, they've kind of already got their own like people that they watch, like the bigger influencers like that Angelica Nyquist or however you pronounce her name. There's loads of people like that out there. Nikki Tutorials is still pretty big. So the smaller creators that have come to YouTube later are not going to get a look in, are they, really? So you just got to be kind of on board with that and just enjoy. Like, for so long, I'll read the comments in a minute, for so long, all I wanted to do is reach 1k and be monetized. And now I'm like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth like slogging my ass off, making videos, editing them, because I'm not making money off it, hardly anything. And then every day it seems to go down, like the money. So I don't even know how they work it out. I think it might be like views. Constantly every day, if you're not getting the same amount of views, they go down, don't they? So yeah, there's that. And you wouldn't think getting 4,000 views would be that hard, but I found it incredibly hard. I found getting to 1,000 subscribers a hell of a lot easier. Right, let's read the comments. Yeah, do you mean the one where she was singing, Jen? Because I watched this video and it wasn't her video, it was somebody else's video, and they'd put the clip in and they was kind of analysing the singing apology video, saying that her legal representation have told her that she can't make an apology, so she's going to sing an apology instead. So that's the only one that I've seen. Please let me know if there's any others out there. I mean, I don't know her that well, so like I said, I can't really comment on it, but all I know is like it's very, very kind of, what I've heard does not sound good at all, and I don't want to talk about it here because I don't want the live to suddenly cut out. So yeah, Amy, if you want to know about it, hun, just type in Colleen Ballinger and shitloads of videos will come up. Lives are fun. I find them fun when there's people in here. Half the time, well, not half the time, that's me being a bit mean. I mean, I think I'm just choosing the wrong times, because I don't know when people are available. So I just need to, I don't know, get my arse in gear and try and do it a little bit earlier. Because like now, it's nearly 5:10, and in the UK, it's tea time. It's like time for dinner, so no one's going to be around at this time. So I need to think more. I mean, at one point, there was quite a few, like, I'm sure I used to do it about 3:30, and people, like a lot of people would be in the live, so maybe I need to do that again. You enjoy editing? Right, do you want me to send you mine? Because trust me, if you got my video, you wouldn't enjoy editing. You'd be like, this girl never shuts up. Because I really, really don't like it. I just don't. But then again, I wouldn't trust anyone to do my editing. Because they might take something out that I wanted to keep in. So I say, do you want to do mine? But I wouldn't. Do you know how like some of the bigger influencers get someone to do all that for them? I just couldn't say, there you go, edit my video please. Just couldn't. Not that one. I need a small brush. Use this Jaclyn Hill one. Right, I'm not too sure who Adam is. Like I said, you know, I don't really pay attention to drama. But I did see that on my feed, and I'm like, I know who she is. Sorry. Again, I'm too busy gossiping and not showing you. Just this yellow one here. But there was a few years ago, I want to say there was some drama with her then. I can't even remember what it was. But I know there was some kind of drama going on with her then. It's like a sunset eye. Yeah, the extra features are good. I do that sometimes with Filmora. What software do you use? Is it an Apple laptop you've got? Because with Apples, there's dedicated software, isn't there? I know because Lisa told me she's got an Apple laptop. Mine's just Windows. And then I want to go back and with some more of that powder. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, it's good that you're being asked to edit for them. The only thing you could do in that respect is say, right, what are the important parts of the video that you want to keep in? And kind of keep in contact with them while you're editing it. And maybe keep like an original of what the video looks like originally before you edit it, and then if they don't like it, you've always got that as backup. Just an idea. Oh ladies, you won't have seen it because you wasn't here when I showed it earlier. Guess what's come? Cosmic Brushes Delicious Delights palette. So I was being a bit arsey. I don't mind admitting that I was being a bit arsey with it. I saw some swatches. She's called Jen's Beauty Nest on Instagram, and they didn't look that good to me. They didn't. Anyway, I saw somebody else do swatches, and they looked really, really nice. And the palette looks really, really nice. I mean, if it comes out, I'll show you, because I really struggled to get it out. Oh, now it comes out fine. So the packaging looks the same, and then that's what it looks like. Really, really pretty. This one here is the Multichrome, so you can see it purple and you can see it shifting. Can't wait to get that all over the eyes. So that's a Multichrome. That's a duochrome. That's a duochrome, and I think that might be a duochrome, or there might only be that one and that one as duochromes. But yeah, it's going to be really, really nice to use. I don't think you're getting that many shimmers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the Multichrome. And it's a 20 colour eyeshadow palette. I don't like that. I don't like it when they put more mattes in. But yeah, I'm going to do a short with that later, I think. So I've got them all now from Cosmic Brushes. Final Cut Pro, yeah. I'm sure Lisa's told me that before. And we was talking about lives. When I got confident in doing lives, I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Amy, you have because you've got it, I know. Marco Polo. So basically you do videos to one another, and me, Lisa and Naomi are in a group chat, so we'll do videos to one another, and that's made me not worry so much, not be so self-conscious about my stutter and just go for it. I mean, no one's been mean so far. No one said, oh, you've got a stutter. It doesn't really come out that much, which is, it surprised me, because like when I'm nervous and anxious, and lives do make me feel that way sometimes, I do kind of stutter all over the place. But yeah, it's not really been that bad. I would recommend them, Jen. Right, so what I'm going to do now is put some glitter glue on. Where is it? This is the only glitter glue I use. It's the W7 Sparkle Slay. And I just use a little bit. It's lasted me forever. I might use that palette on Saturday. The reason I didn't come to a live this Saturday is because I've been getting the worst pain. Normally I'm religious with doing my lives on Saturday, but because I'm having problems like with my nose, and I've got a polyp and that's blocking my nose, it's affecting my ear here, like from where the earlobe is there, and it's going all the way down to my jaw. Now if I do that, it absolutely wrecks. It's really, really sore there. So I think I need to go back to the doctors. It's going to be fed up in me. Just wipe my finger off on the towel. Because last time I didn't realise it was the same doctor, and he went, oh yeah, I remember you from last time. And I'm like, oh, was it you I saw? So embarrassing. Right, so now then, I'm going to go in with this little palette here for the Multichrome. So all these here I got off Lisa, and I've used these two here. She got them from Glaminatrix with that nearly natural palette she sent me, and I want to use this one. This one is, it's, the print is being lost. IS1, I think, something like that. And I'll swatch this by itself so you can see what it looks like by itself. So I swatched it by itself to show both Lisa and Desi, and Desi said put it over that orange eyeshadow you've got. So that's what it looks like by itself. You can see it's got a tint of orange to it. Can you see? So that's that. And obviously I want it to pop, so I thought I'd put it on, like, see, I thought I'd put it with this orange eyeshadow. So let's see what that looks like. So pretty. You can't see it, it just looks white, but when I'm looking at it, it looks like orange, like an orange golden shade. Just gonna press it on. Oh my gosh. Multichromes, duochromes, it's where it's at. I think it's going to be less palettes. I said this last year, and I've definitely bought less palettes this go around. So it's going to be less palettes and more singles. I need about 6 glaminatrix singles to fill that palette. But I've seen a bundle of duochromes and you get 6 in there, so that would be perfect. And it's only £26 for the 6. I remember the day when I didn't like orange at all. We know whose influence this is. That is just freaking stunning. Right, so it's orange here. I don't think you're going to see it, but then it goes like a yellow golden shade here. Oh my gosh, shut the front door. So I'll tell you, in case you haven't seen the other Multichrome Mondays I did, I'll actually swatch them for you guys. So we've got this one. I think that one's called Good Day. That one's pretty as well. Yeah, Good Day. That one looks like that. Let's just swatch it instead of trying to get the flip. And that one is like a bronzy orange as well. So them two shades go together really, really nicely. Let's just swatch it again. They look the same, don't they? But they're not. And then we've got a nice blue one. This one here, like, it's a blue purple. So like a blurple. And that one is called Baubles. So that one reminds me of Christmas. Oh, look at that. Let me just... I'll turn this off for a minute, this light. Maybe you can see them better. A little bit, not much. But that's what they look like. So the only thing is now I don't know what to use for in the corner. I might use... Let's get it. Use this one. So it's the Michaela Part 2 highlighter palette. I might do a mix of that one and that one. Actually, let's just swatch them. That's got more of a blue tinge. Maybe just blinding then. Let's just put them somewhere. Yeah, maybe just blinding this one here. If I can find a brush. And then in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to do my Luxie. I'm going to call it something like Aurora Monday or something. This palette, this Michaela one, is so good for eyeshadow. Before now, I've kind of put every single shade on different occasions, of course, all over the eyelid, and it looks beautiful. So when you get stuff like this, you don't necessarily have to just use it as a highlighter palette, which is nice. And Cosmic Brushes have brought one out like that, and I think I'm going to get that. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, they brought one out to go with the eyeshadow palette. So have they told you when the strikes are going to be over, Jen, and when you can expect to be back at work or not? I mean, that's going to be the worst, like to get a call and you're like, well, what's going on, you know? I hate being out of work. Liner brush. Oh, here we go. Thanks, Jen. I think Lisa knows multichromes so well. And she's got so many of them. I'd be like, no, don't use the palette, use the multichromes, use the duochromes all over. Right, I'm going back into the orange. Do any of you guys suffer with hay fever? I've got a question if you do. Yeah, I can definitely see the yellow here. I think you can see it more with the orange underneath. $100? Oh my gosh. That's awful. Seems to be that's the way of the world though now, striking. Yeah, exactly. Job hunt. I'm just applying for anything and everything at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with this. I don't much care for it. Essence Get Big Lashes, Volume, Curl. I just don't like this. Let me try and show you. I don't like the wand. I was gonna call it doe foot. Please don't transfer. Did that in the last live, didn't it, Jen? Transferred on the lid. Right. I'm doing it ever so gently. I'm getting a lot of notifications on my phone. I can just hear them at the side of me. So I think I may have already told you this, but I've got an interview on Wednesday afternoon, a quick phone call. So hopefully that'll go well. I'm going in with the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. So this went viral on TikTok, didn't it? And I honestly don't know why. I mean, it lifts them up, but I feel like you have to use another mascara underneath, unless like you get a primer. Then I tend to go in the other way and because this has got a really weird wand. So I like thin ones like that, but it's got like the curved side there, and then it's got that side there. It's really, really strange. Takes a bit of getting used to. Right, so that's that done. And then it's just a case of lippy. And I've got 3 out that I on the chopping block. So we've got the Kiko, it's in the shade 4. That's that one. It's like quite glossy. They're all pretty much the same shade. It's hilarious how many times you buy a lipstick over and over, or any product over and over that's so similar. I think that's more matte. That's called Red Carpet. And then we've got another Revolution one called Controversy. I think this one. I feel like I'm on fire. Right, so there is a tiny bit of mascara. Yeah, I've noticed that too, Jen. Thinner ones are just so much better. Like most of my Essence mascaras do have thinner ones. I don't know, because obviously you can't open them and look at them. I just picked that one up and I haven't used it, and there's like a whole bunch of Essence mascaras empties that I want to do least favourite to favourite that I've been saving up for, I want to say, a couple of years at this point. Oh God. Right, I need that mascara again. I pushed the lash down. See if I can sort it out. Yeah. Yeah, I would much prefer a wand like this over a wand like the other one. And like I was saying, you can't exactly open them up to see what the wand's like. And they didn't have any testers. They're still not doing testers in the stores where I shop ever since the pandemic. So I just thought, well, I've not tried that one. I think I tried the waterproof one, but that had a different wand. So I just thought, I've not tried it, I'll try it, and then I'll be able to do least favourite to favourite on Essence mascaras, which I'll be doing soon. I think there's about 2 or 3 more, and then I'm ashamed to say it, but then I've probably tried all of the Essence mascaras that I can get hold of anyway. Anyway, this is what we're looking like. I like it. I think it's nice. With the red lippy. So that one will probably stay. I don't know about the other 2 because I've not tested them out yet. And that again is a satin one, the one I wore yesterday, and I've just put an Instagram picture up of the yellow look. I think I did a short with it anyway, so you will have seen it either on shorts or on Instagram. That was a red satin one by MUA. Let me show it to you. shit everywhere. It was this one here. So it's Glow by MUA, and this one is a satin lipstick. This one's beautiful. I don't know why I thought I was going to declutter that, because that is staying around the collection. And when I got it, it was only like £2. And it has this little thing here that when you run out, not that I'm going to be running out for a while, you can use that. So that's pretty cool, if it can go back on. But anyway, ladies, again, that's what the look looks like. Thank you so much for coming and joining me. And yeah, I didn't feel so much of a fool in the end. And I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Have a good day. Have a brilliant day, should I say. And I'll see you both soon. Bye.